So you're a killer?
Sir, yes, sir!
Let me see your war face.
Sir!
You got a war face? Ah! That's a war face. Now let me see your war face.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for tuning into channel Starface. This is Basic Billiards. I'm SithLordFelix here with the always great Bryan of FX Billiards. How are you, Bryan?
I am good. How are you today?
Could be better, but I could be worse. Just to, just to let the audience know, as soon as Bryan jumped on, I was like, let's just jump into it. I am eager to tell you about how poorly I played. And like, talk about nerves really getting the best of you.
I lost.
Are you there?
On
Hello?
audio.
Oh no,
I lost you on audio. You're in and out.
awesome. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. No, I don't know. I played super horrible at the playoff game. It was. I played better than my first playoff game, so I was able to put points on the board. I got on the hill twice, but just to tell you how much my nerves were, I got down on the shot. I had a nice 3 practice strokes, and then I successfully hit the 10 ball into into a crowd of other balls like, instead of the cue. That's how bad it was.
Okay. I've seen people shoot the 9 ball because it's so light on the table.
The 10, the blue stripe. Hello, I'm a 10 ball. You might as well write it on it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, man, it was so bad. Like, you could tell his nerves. But some highlights, I did sink the 8 on the break on one round, so that was kind of cool. I did a second ball break, and it was like a bam right to the left pocket towards me, the left corner. So that was kind of cool. And like I said, I was able to get on the hill twice, so that's a couple of points towards the team. The team ultimately lost by 1 point, so that totally ate at me for the rest of the week. So that was totally fun. And this was to get to a trip to Vegas, so I'm going to have to practice for next time.
Yeah, I have a thing that I've been telling people about when it comes to these trips to Vegas, sometimes coming down to one shot and why you should pay attention to every shot. But my question is, no one on your team tried to stop you when you got down to shoot the 10 ball?
Yeah, well, no, there was no timeout. People thought and this isn't their fault because they thought I was checking the angle on the shot. Like I was measuring the shot, which of course it totally looks like that, because no one is stupid enough to shoot the 10 ball like it was the cue. I wish I had it on tape because that would totally that would have been a short for sure. But and I just put my head down, and I happened to win that round, which is funny enough. But but yeah, man, it was kind of a bloodbath.
Okay.
How was your week?
My week was exhausting. My daughter graduated from college 2 days ago, so that meant I sat through 2 ceremonies, graduation ceremonies. So, but yeah, it was good. I was proud of her. So
oh, God bless.
With honors. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But all right, so let's see if we can get into this here. I am going to get. I'm pretty sure this is the last practice session I did. Let me get a better setup here. Okay, cool. You can see the screen, right? Let me. All right. It's 2 intros. All right.
All right. I'm blank on my screen, just so you know. I can see us. I can see me, but I can't see your video.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me. Are you on the stream or are you on?
I should be. I saw the intro video.
Okay, you saw the intro video. You don't see the screen behind me now, like the screen
No,
setup.
I just see blank, and that's all I got.
Okay, let me see if I can
Okay.
remove from studio. I'll fix this. All right. I love technology. We had a blackout yesterday.
You know, a lot of people did. I had a number of Zoom calls where people were like, "Yeah, we're having thunderstorms," and I don't know.
Can you see it now?
Yes, I can.
Thank God. All right. So let me bring this back a little bit. And of course, tell me when you want me to stop, go, whatever you need.
Okay, so we're playing 8-ball. You're on the stripes. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
A lot of speed on those shots.
Such unnecessary speed, which was a big problem on my playoff game while we're at it.
You blew it.
Yeah, you give yourself a bunch of 4-foot shots, and you don't have to worry about missing long shots. That's all you need. All right, so that was a ball in hand. Really needed to go to work on. Yeah, I would go to work on all those balls clustered around the 8-ball.
Okay. All right. Let me.
So stop it right there. All right. So you got the 14, 13, 11. The 11, getting on the 11 from this shot is not a bad idea because the 11 blocks a pocket. But with ball in hand, I'm definitely working on that 14, 13 area.
Right.
They only go in from certain angles. The 11 right now is blocking the 13. But I'm definitely, regardless of how I do it, whether it's get the 11 out of the way and then focus on those balls, the shot you're taking, which looks like the 15,
right,
would not be my first shot here.
Okay.
So
I should have gone for this 13. Try to squeeze it past.
No, maybe you get the 11 out of the way first. Maybe you play the 14 in the other corner to our left and nudge the 13. Anything, but you want to shake that up. And what happens is players say, "I'm going to get to that ball." This is what they're saying in their head. This is what I'm going to do to get to those balls. But then they don't realize at some point you either have to get lucky or get perfect to make that stuff work over there. So that's why you take care of it early. If you got to have a plan early on it. But okay, let's run tape. Let's see how we do. Because getting on the 11 is not a bad idea here. Because the 9 is in a bad spot.
Right.
You could have just rolled that in.
I could have tapped that in.
Yeah. So yeah, kind of this with your ball in hand, this might not have been a bad spot.
Right here.
Yeah,
right.
Because you could have drew this back a little bit and gotten on that 11. I mean, you did a good job of breaking that whole thing up, but it shouldn't be left to chance, and it shouldn't be left to 4 shots later. So yeah, I would have if you'd taken that first, that would have been a good idea. This is not a bad run so far. Ooh.
Yeah.
Go back.
Oof.
Go back 10 seconds. All right, before you shot this, so you have this layup in the side pocket.
Yeah.
Maybe you shoot that in with follow, come off, and then get on this ball.
Understood.
Because that naturally you could overshoot that ball into the side quite a bit and still be on this ball in a way that you can get out. So I might have shot in the side pocket shot first. Because even if you have a perfect draw shot and you got on that side pocket after this,
Right.
It look where it leads you. It doesn't
on the other side of the table unless I bang it.
Yeah. So no matter what happens here, you're on the wrong side of that ball. So
I wanted to draw it back more, and of course that didn't work, and I ended up shotting.
Right. Look how perfect you have to get.
Yeah.
To draw that back and get on the 8.
I pretty much want it right back where it was. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly there. That you'd have to stop it on the dime. You know, and people think I'm joking when I say things like this, but Shane could not draw that back and stop on that spot where you need to get to, especially on an unknown table. All right, maybe with his home table, he might, but
sure, yeah, he probably knows that thing in and out. Yeah,
but on a tournament table, probably not. And I'm sorry, Shane, if you're watching and you don't have a table at home. A lot of pros don't have tables at home. People don't realize this. A lot of them are at pool halls every day, not because that's where the action is. It's because they don't live in places where they have, guys that live in New York City. There's no pool players living in New York City that make enough money to have a table at home. Sorry, it just doesn't happen. But nevertheless, besides that, yeah, you'd have to get perfect on this spot. So, okay, let's roll it. See how we make out.
You cut off for like half of what you were saying. This, I blame this stupid VPN. But anyway,
that's okay. I was saying something professional pool players don't want to hear anyway.
It's which are
I was explaining that a lot of pros don't have tables at home for reasons that they don't make a ton of money. The best in the world don't make a ton of money, and a lot of times they don't live in places that are big enough to accommodate a table, so they go other places to work on their game. That's all I was saying.
I just remembered that episode of Seinfeld where I think it was Kramer who put a pool table in his house, or you remember that? And the walls were coming up to right to the rail.
Yeah, much. If you live in New York in an apartment big enough to house a 9-foot table, you're making more than the best pool players in the world.
Oh yeah,
The best pool players in the world are barely clearing 6 figures, and you're going to pay 6 figures a year for an apartment in New York that could accommodate a pool table. But that's a funny episode.
You're basically a stockbroker that plays pool as a hobby and probably never touches the table except for like once every 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, and even then, you're not wasting that real estate with a pool table, probably. But
that's a fact.
So, all right. So let's roll it and
see how I mess this up. Or do I? I don't know. Let's see. Did I spoil it? I don't know.
You have a shot, and if you can avoid the traffic, you can get on the 8. Be careful all this steering while you're down on the shot. So, you got down on the shot, and then you just threw your elbow out to line it up. So if you're that far off when you get down on it, you want to stand up, or you have things like that.
Yeah, so the curse of the 8 ball strikes again. Cleared that whole table, just about. But man, all right. So basically, my run really broke down after this shot. I should have gone for the side pocket shot first. My mentality was
No.
like clear the cluster of the 8 and the 10, or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
the problem
well,
is,
that is.
yeah, if you shot that other shot, I don't see right here. This is where you shoot the side pocket shot.
Yeah,
Because if you
that's
shot
where-
it
that's what I'm
earlier,
saying, yeah.
yeah, you never get on anything else. So here, if you shoot it, and even if you have an angle going the wrong way, you shoot it with high right, and you could come back out and get in the zone where you were just now.
And a little more oomph on this shot, and I probably could have saved this. Also, didn't have enough. You know what I mean? Like it just hit the rail, and I should have hit it. It didn't even touch the rail. Yeah, I should have tried to hit the rail and bring it back. Instead, I was trying to minimize the movement of it. Ooh, what a loser! All right.
Yeah, you could give yourself some shorter shots and eliminate some of those misses.
All right.
By
Okay.
just pattern play. You know, I think it was 2 weeks ago I was talking about how important pattern play is. When I call out, I did the same thing actually yesterday. I played against a student virtually. He's shooting all the shots. We were playing 8-ball. The first time we did it, it was a few weeks ago. We did a straight pool, and then another guy yesterday. We're doing an 8-ball rack, and I'm giving him my patterns, and then he has to shoot his own pattern when it's his turn to shoot. And without me shooting the balls, just giving him the right patterns, I win 2-1, and he's shooting the balls. So,
right. Wow.
So the patterns are that important, you know. 2 equally matched players, and one plays better patterns than the other, or I should say 2 equally skilled. If one plays better patterns than the other, the one that plays better patterns is probably going to win a race to 10 by 6-7 games. It's that big of a difference. So
yeah,
it is key. All right, let's see what we got.
Let's see what we got here.
You got solids here?
I don't remember. Let me see. Yeah, solids.
Hope you do. That's what you're shooting.
Yeah. Yeah. My playoff game, it says differently.
Yeah, I was going to say, who knows what you might be shooting at. All right, so I know you're yet to think about that 8-ball cluster, but it's important. I'm already planning. Before I do anything, I'm planning how I'm going to nudge those balls apart, because that 8 doesn't go. It looks like to me.
I think you see I'm looking at it, but here we go. Am I swing and a miss? He'll swing and a miss.
That's all right. So these, I want to, since you're there, maybe you get rid of the 6-ball.
Right.
It blocks the pocket here. I might have actually, even though we have the cluster, I might have taken the 6 on the previous shot. But this 7, wow, I didn't even think the 7 went. So that wasn't a bad play. I didn't think the 7 passed the 6.
Good walk around the table lesson there.
Yeah.
Right? Because I definitely was walked around a bit there.
Yeah, the problem with that, all of those shots, is we're going the wrong direction here. We really need to, at least on the second shot, if you left yourself more of an angle, you would have been able to get down table. But I can see you plotting on the cluster, but we've kind of run out of options to get to it. So something good has to materialize.
And that's not it.
Yeah, it's a good try. I mean, there is a shot here. It's a really tough shot. You shoot the 5 in the side with a nice draw, and you can either run into the cluster or at least come
get
close.
On the other side.
Yeah, but you need a nice draw shot. Oh, look at that.
Good news, bad news.
Yeah.
Good luck. Hope you win. Yeah, you don't know if I can go.
Dude said, "Good luck. I hope you win." No. Haven't heard that one before.
Yeah, how about that?
Every time you're playing by yourself, who's winning? Okay, thanks, man.
Oh, this lady, God, it had to be like 10, 12 years ago. I was doing this corporate thing, and what happened was they bought a pool table for their lunchroom.
Right.
And the people that worked there weren't playing. And the CEO was like pissed. You know, we bought a pool table, nobody will play on the pool table, and he decided that people might have been embarrassed because they didn't know how to play. So they brought me in for this brown bag lunch thing, and there's about 15 or 20 people, and to give everybody, you know, a pool lesson. And there were a couple of people there that could play. There were a couple of guys that played APA and stuff like that, and I did some challenge matches with them. But before everybody got there, I was just warming up on the table to see what the table was like.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of picking up the cue ball and moving it around and shooting balls in and, you know, testing different things. And this lady says, "No wonder you make a lot of shots. I didn't know you could just pick up the ball and put it anywhere you want it like that."
Oh my God.
And I mean, she said it so straight. I know she was joking, but it sounded like she was, you know, "Oh, I never knew you could just pick it up and put it anywhere you want it."
No, dummy. It's called practice. Yeah, you know.
But I'll never forget her. So I'm glad it happened because it was pretty funny.
No, yeah, at least that's original. I like that.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see. What are you working on here? You've got.
I'm pretty sure I'm solids on this one.
Okay.
This might be the last clip, but I'm not sure.
All right. So, wow. Solids should run out here. You know what? I've got a bunch of 6-inch shots here. Let me take a 5-foot shot.
So, like, I feel it's like, oh, damn, it's the hardest shot there.
Let me use my ball in hand to bank this off of 3 rails.
Yeah, right? But I don't know. I feel kind of confident in those shots. It's like, okay, like, but all right, I don't know. You can clown me. I deserve it.
Five balls sitting in the pocket.
Yeah. Let me play Fast Eddie and then do that. And I just felt like that one didn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? I was like, that's the only place that
Right.
I wasn't.
Well, yeah.
Hilarious.
Like I always say, pool is hard enough for us to shark ourselves.
Seriously.
So we should. All right, good run. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that 6-ball shot.
Atrocious first choice.
Well, I want to see. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Okay. So
I could have done a combo.
So no, well, here's your dilemma. I know where you're coming from on this. You look at this table and you're like, every pocket is blocked except for that corner, and I've got to put the 6 somewhere. It doesn't go in this corner here because the 13 is blocking it. I get it, okay? But I just unblock a pocket, in this case, the 5 in the side, all right?
Yeah.
Now the pocket is unblocked. The only blocked pocket that is close to the 6, I can unblock with one simple shot. And I have ball in hand, right? So you roll in the 5, and if you don't get on the 6 after the 5, look at all the other chances you have to get on the
every other shot's an insurance shot except maybe the 1. The 1 is like kind of the other problematic.
Everything else you can still shoot. And at some point, I think that's the 4 in the pocket where your hand is. At some point, you're going to shoot the 4 in, whether it's a combination or what, and that's going to automatically put you on the 6. So, yeah, I'm taking the 12-inch shot over the 48-inch shot.
48 shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because bad things happen. You don't know.
Yeah.
And I mean, how many people have missed a straight-in shot that's 12 inches, and you're giving you one? and it kind of rattled a little bit.
A
Too.
little bit, yeah, made me nervous.
Yeah,
The win.
things happen. I mean, other than that, it was a good pattern, but yeah, I think I'm shooting the 5 and then the 6 on the side. I mean, it was an easy shot, but you know, we do know that bad things can happen. So why, give yourself more
things?
Yeah, but no, that was a pretty good run, nevertheless.
I mean, everything is a hanger except for 2. So I like those.
Yeah, I definitely like the 3 as a key ball.
Yeah,
and so you did everything right there. I might have shot the I might have shot the 2 earlier because it was below the 8, but no, as far as your pattern goes, this was not a bad idea here. Even the 6 ball wasn't a terrible idea. I just think that if you have a chance to roll it in, then that's the route I would go. But okay, so pretty good clips, I think. A couple of 8 balls that you should not have missed, but you recognize that they were the result of something that happened earlier in the rack.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, your run out did not break down on the last 3 balls. They're always saying, I can get down, whether they're just shooting a full table or playing 8 ball or whatever. I get down to the last 2 balls and miss. I'm like, no, I can take you back, to a point where things went bad. Sometimes it's the first shot. It's the first shot of the game. When I was a little 17-year-old asshole playing my older cousins who were all grown men and I'm running all over them, I used to tell them, like, I'd look at a layout like this and I'd say, oh, your 6 ball is going to be on the table at the end of the game. They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, if you don't get on that 6 now, and by now I mean a minute ago, you're going to be scooping it up. You're going to be scooping it up with the rack because you will never get to it. So you can actually, as you become an advanced player, you can look at layouts like this and see, wow, this guy's going to have a hard time without a lot of luck. He's going to have a hard time getting to that 14. So you can identify these situations because they're very difficult to get to. The funny thing about predicting what ball you're going to leave somebody with at the end of the game is their mission becomes to get to that ball because they want to prove you wrong. They're not even trying to win anymore. They're just trying to, I'll show him. And I'm like, okay, congratulations. You got the 6 ball off the table. Now rack.
Right. you got everything else left. Good job. And while I clean up.
Congratulations. Yeah. It's like, it's like being a UFC fighter. I'm going to knock you out in the 2nd round. And then in the 3rd round, you're going, look, I made it to the 3rd round. Okay, you got me. You got me. I was wrong.
Your face is coming off a turning blue, and you finally get some color back. And good job.
In the meantime, go get worked on that broken arm.
Yeah. Right. Your ETI is all puffed out.
Yeah.
Man. No, unreal.
You got me. I didn't get you in the 2nd round. Okay.
But I'll tell you what, man, I got to work on my mental. Like, it is something else, man. Like, it's all it's like everything. I feel like the soldier who goes to boot camp and then trains and has everything, runs the obstacle course, does everything he needs to do. He gets in the battle and then shits his pants and starts crying and then doesn't do shit. You know what I mean? I almost feel like that's my performance level. Like, I got to just get out of my own head.
Yeah, it's it's different when people are shooting at you.
A little bit different, right? Maybe I'm being a little hyperbolic, but
yeah,
just a tad.
Yeah, we don't mean to compare pool to actual people shooting at us,
It's essentially the same thing. There's shooting involved. No, no,
But-
no, no.
But in the meantime, have you ever played paintball? You ever played
Yes.
paintball?
Yes.
Okay. Think about the stress that you have playing paintball, like the stress that I might be eliminated, and imagine guys in actual battle. I think about that every time I play paintball. I'm like, I'm worried about stepping from outside of this tree because I might get some paint on me that eliminates me from this game.
Catch a
Can
welt
you
in the neck.
imagine actual battle? It's got to be just mind-boggling. But yeah, I think it's more like a guy trains to play pool and then he misses the 8-ball. I think that's a better analogy.
Who does that sound like? No, no.
Yeah.
No,
And
no.
all of you military guys, we appreciate your service, but
No, of course, man. Come on.
But yeah, this is it's common. It's common. And you know, you listen to some 8
Of course, the stamp thing.
and a lot of people watching
Why does it
don't
keep doing
understand
that?
A lot of people watching don't understand the stress of playing even when just the camera is on you. Like, you're not really competing. But people tell me all the time, Bryan, when I just record my practice, I feel a higher level of stress. Bryan, when you're watching me on Zoom,
Well, my internet is garbage, so I don't even know if Bryan is still with us. Hold on.
Okay. I'm here. I can see and hear everything.
I just really appreciate that. This internet is making me do. Are you back, Bryan? Are you with me?
I can see and hear everything. I can see your video. I can see you. I can see me. Everything is good.
God. Oh, yeah. All right. So pool is not exactly like joining the military, but I think that's just that's
it. May actually be the. It may actually be the furthest thing from being captain combat. But
so
yeah, there's
holy fudgesicle. This thing keeps on trying to.
So I think that some of the problems are on your end because I can see and hear everything.
Yeah, no, it's definitely my end, and I think that just might be a cue. You know, the algorithm's like, yo, stop disrespecting the troops. You know, former sailor here, by the way. So I hate.
Okay.
So go easy on me. I was a squid. All right.
All right. Well, yeah, I just wanted everyone to understand we weren't comparing pool to
No. This is Felix. This is SithLordFelix speaking. This is not from the Bryan of FX Billiards.
but yeah, it is. I mean, it's got to be the most missed ball in pool is the 8-ball for a lot of reasons. It's a dark ball on a dark table. All right. I play with a very good straight pool player who told me, and people have heard me quote this guy before. He said shooting at the 8-ball is like shooting into the abyss.
Wow.
And he doesn't play 8-ball, but he has the same emotional blocks about playing the 8-ball as 8-ball players do. So yeah, there's and by
I wonder if it has to do with like the color, compared to the other pool balls. I don't know. Like is it more than
darker? Yeah, it is harder to shoot the darker balls, but I remember in my 20s having this intellectual conversation with my best friend Ernie. We only did 3 things. We played street ball, we shot pool, and chased girls. I mean, that was basically our entire lives.
Nice.
We had these very complex conversations about these subjects, and we decided that the 6-ball was the most difficult ball on the table to make because of the color, because it blends in with the cloth.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, like, look at the table right now. The 6 is almost invisible, right?
That's right.
So, yeah, but yeah, there are psychological problems with the 8-ball. It just happens to a lot of people. Because think about just about every pool game. Even when you're not playing 8-ball, the 8-ball is very important. And 9-ball is your key ball. an 8-ball is, it's obviously very important. But when straight pool players have a problem with the 8-ball, you know that it's a thing. And we grow up, probably I would say the generation before mine would say things like behind the 8-ball. It's just a term that people use, even in business. Oh, we're behind the 8-ball. So you've been programmed, even non-pool players have been programmed that
fear the 8-ball
is a bad thing. Yeah.
Yeah, fear the 8-ball.
Exactly. So
wow, man.
Yeah, you got to get yourself past that. However you go about doing it. It's just every other shot. So, all right, sir.
Yes, sir. Let the folks know where they can find you, and what you want to plug anything specific?
Well, the mental game of pool is out now. If you go to nwqpool.net, that'll take you to the mental game. If you go to nwqpool.com, that will take you to my masterclass on pool. So, but you can always see me at FX Billiards on YouTube. All right.
Definitely. You'll see the link below. Thank you so much, Bryan. Click like, click subscribe, all that good stuff. Enjoy the week, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, guys.